Let me walk you through one of the most unexpected and powerful oral sex experiences a woman has ever shared with me, and explain exactly why it had such a deep impact on her. For many women, the oral sex they experience throughout their lives is acceptable. It's fine. It's like receiving a thoughtful gift that almost feels right but doesn't quite land the way it could. They're appreciative, they're polite about it, but it often feels like something being done to them rather than something they are fully engaged in, until something different happens. What made this experience stand out wasn't anything extreme, chaotic, athletic, or overly complicated. It was slow. It was deliberate. It was intentional, and it left her gripping the sheets, doing everything she could not to make noise. What the man did was incredibly simple, almost shockingly so, yet very few men actually know how to do it correctly. This approach is what I call the touchless touch technique. Here's what I'm breaking down today. First, why most men miss the mark with oral sex, even when they believe they're doing everything right. Then, the precise step-by-step method that builds arousal so effectively that climax becomes nearly unavoidable. And finally, the common mistakes men make right at the end that completely undo all their progress. The man who inspired this technique had a near-perfect success rate every time. By the end of this, you'll understand exactly why. Before getting into the steps, we need to address why oral sex so often falls short. Many men either rush in aggressively or start gently, but then switch techniques too frequently. They try everything except what actually works, doing less, but doing it better. Female bodies respond best to consistency, and the touchless touch technique is built entirely around that principle. Steady, focused, rhythmic movements that slowly guide her toward climax. I've heard countless women say that just as oral was starting to feel incredible, their partner suddenly changed what he was doing. What could have become an orgasm turned into frustration and eventually into asking him to stop. Now let me be clear, great sex does not have to result in orgasm. Women can deeply enjoy oral sex without climax, but if your intention is to help her get there, this method is for you. Before moving forward, there's something important to mention. Many men unknowingly make small mistakes during oral that completely shut down pleasure. I've put together a free guide outlining the most common ones, mistakes that seem minor but can ruin the entire experience. Most men don't realize they're doing them. That resource can help prevent you from sabotaging yourself. Now let's break down the touchless touch technique. Step 1. The soft beginning. The opening moments are all about anticipation. You want her wanting what you're not giving yet. Start everywhere except the clitoris. Kiss her inner thighs, the pubic mound, the outer lips. Use light licks and gentle nuzzles. Make her ache for your mouth to move where she wants it. Desire is half the experience. Let her body warm gradually. Let her mind focus completely on what's coming. When anticipation peaks, everything that follows feels exponentially more intense. Step 2. The hover. When she's clearly desperate for contact, hips moving, hands reaching, still don't touch it. Hover close. Let your breath pass over it. Maybe brush lightly with your nose or lips. Be right there without landing. Her body knows how close you are and her nerves begin reaching outward. That tension is exactly where you want her. Step 3. The tease. Even now, don't dive in. Control is key. Use extremely light tongue movements around the clitoris, not directly on it. Think of circling something delicate without breaking it. Slow, gentle, almost there motions. This heightens sensitivity without overwhelming her. Her arousal continues to build. Step 4. Find her rhythm. When her breathing changes and her body actively responds, that's your signal. Now you connect directly. Use small, steady movements. No jumping around, no patterns. Just consistent motion, side to side or up and down. One area will be more sensitive than the others. Once you find it, stay there. Her body will guide you through breath, sound, and movement. Adjust pressure and speed but keep the same motion. Step 5. Ride the edge. This is where most people ruin it. Oral sex isn't about intensity, it's about rhythm. When she's close, don't panic. Don't speed up. Don't change techniques. Stay locked in. If you add anything, add slightly more pressure, carefully. Maintain the rhythm that brought her there. If you choose to involve your hands, do so gently and in sync with the rhythm you've already established. You're not adding something new, you're reinforcing what's working. When done correctly, the result is a deep, full-body release she won't forget. Key takeaways. Anticipation builds arousal. Consistency beats variety. Her body gives you constant feedback. And when she's close, maintaining rhythm matters more than escalation. Control is one of the most underrated elements of intimacy. When you remain steady while her body is clearly asking for more, it sends a powerful message. You're grounded, focused, and not acting out of impulse. That emotional safety allows her to relax deeper into sensation. Intensity without control creates pressure. Control without rush creates trust, and trust amplifies pleasure. The touchless touch technique works because it respects how female arousal naturally builds, slowly, steadily, and rhythmically. When you master it, you're not just giving an orgasm, you're creating an experience that stays with her. Leadership doesn't mean force, it means awareness. When you let her subtle movements guide your pace and pressure, she feels seen without feeling responsible. You're still leading, but you're listening. That balance between direction and responsiveness is what keeps her fully engaged. Most intimate experiences fade quickly from memory because they never fully engage both the body and the mind at the same time. Physical sensation alone isn't enough. When the mind isn't involved, the body reacts, but it doesn't absorb. What separates an ordinary moment from a powerful one is mental immersion. When she feels mentally anchored in the experience, time slows down, sensations deepen, and memory locks in. This is why intention matters more than movement. When every action feels deliberate instead of rushed, her mind stays present instead of wandering. If this changed the way you think about oral sex, make sure to follow for more content. Share what stood out to you or what you plan to change. Thanks for watching.